Welcome to episode 4 of our Changeling the Dreaming Chronicle, Hearts of Fire. Adam, I think you are on the chopping block this time to give us the synopsis about what happened last week. So if you don't mind, let us know what went down.
Well, this one will be a lot easier to kind of get the big broad strokes of what happened.
Yeah.
So getting the minutia may be a bit more challenging since it's been a couple weeks. But the main thing that we did was tried to fight the Knucklevy.
Yeah.
That was the big one. So when we first started, the Knucklevy, Chuck comes by to let us know that the water has not been running, and the Knucklevy makes his way through the basement and comes to greet us, and Morgan gives us Super Saiyan powers that let us not be afraid of Knucklevy.
Yeah.
However, the Knucklevy was able to frighten me to run away for a large portion of the fight. Everybody tried to run away when they realized that they probably are not going to be able to fight this guy. Monica's unicorn came in for the save and fought the Knucklevy for a while. I was cowering in a corner for a little bit, and Morgan and Julio were trying to get out with Pamela, and around the time that I was able to come back, I grabbed a garden hose and turned it into a power washing fire hose.
Yeah.
And started spraying water on the Knucklevy, and almost had the unicorn come after me too.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was doing that, Morgan...
It jumped over the water hose. There's a reason why.
Saw the Knucklevy jump over the water hose and instinctually let hell rain down upon the town of Eureka. And Chuck was there, and he was helping Pamela. And they were getting blown out by the wind and got thrown off into a ditch somewhere. Not thrown, but getting blown off into a ditch.
They moved into one.
Yeah. And Chuck was protecting her as the rain was coming down and the storm was going, and trees were breaking up and wood was flying everywhere. And Chuck was holding on to Pamela, and he said, "It's gonna be okay, Pamela.
Stop it!
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay." And then he died.
Yep.
Right there.
And then you got another salt shaker to pour in the wound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and then what else after that?
After that,
The Knucklevy said what to you?
he will be back for me. He wants to kill everyone that I even remotely hold dear to me.
And then come for you.
And he's going to come for me. So I get a free pass until he murders everybody around me.
Fair enough.
But, that's Varix, right? So, and Morgan is beside herself right now after the damage that she has caused to the town of Eureka and to Chuck particularly. And she called what was her name? What's her name?
Barbara Castle.
Barbara Castle, who is at the Crescent Hotel and wants to meet with her. And so she just walked off and let us go. It just didn't say anything to us. And I believe she did not write a note or anything.
No, we took that back because
I
instead
don't know
of
if
being
we did that out of show or not.
No.
But
Yeah.
the note, but
well, just because I had some time to think about it, and I think for Morgan, it's more like she feels like she has to do something, and the only thing that she can really do that might even be possibly beneficial right now is to get these mental people out of Eureka. So she's thinking, okay, I'll go talk to him, say what I need to say to him, and maybe can convince them to leave, and then
I thought she was gonna check herself in.
she's not going to check herself in. No, I think she's thinking, let me get these folks out of town, and then I'll face the music for what I gotta face.
So she's
For
just
this.
occupying her mind with something else, sort of.
Something to
Like,
be
okay,
help.
I gotta help. but
Yes. How can
I can't help this right now.
Yes.
Pamela is just cleaning, I think.
Probably yes.
To get her mind off of
I believe so.
everything.
And there was one thing you saw before we move on to our game, which we're close. The unicorn was pretty injured.
Right.
And before it left, and I think I heard it back and I did misdescribe it, it shook its mane and completely turned black. It turned from a white unicorn into a black unicorn and then went back through the trot.
Gotcha.
And that's where we'll start our story tonight.
Oh,
That's
and I'm the
pretty good
only one that
synopsis.
saw this too.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep, you are. We will start with the two of you because I have a feeling this will be a little involved, and so we'll give them some time first before we get into that. Pamela, you clean, I'm assuming.
Yes, I'm going to text Morrigan just something about... I had an idea for this, and now it's gone. Okay, she'll just clean, and just clean for like 8 hours or so.
Okay.
'Cause I want to get a willpower back. So you can't be there.
I can't.
You could be, yeah.
You could be in your room or something. You can't
Yes.
look at her. If you
'Cause
watch her,
otherwise-
she can't
Okay.
I
clean
can
fast.
do it in 1/3 of the time.
So
if no
would
one
this
looks
be a
at me.
thing where you were like saying like, "Don't look at me"?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and so here's the problem, Pamela, that you
Uh-oh.
run into.
It's not working.
A lot of this is out of your purview. Cleaning, straightening, yes. Redoing sheetrock, drywall that's soaked through,
Oh God.
and removing gallons of water from the basement,
Man, if only
and
we
broken
had,
windows.
A handyman.
If we had a handyman right
Yeah.
now, that would be really
That'd have been good if you had one. Blew that.
Yeah.
Into the ditch.
Yeah, into the ground.
Yeah.
And Dee's making a sad face right now for everybody that wants to know.
I laugh to hide the pain.
Yes. So, with that knowledge, what are you going to do?
I think I'm gonna walk around Eureka. Probably, I just aim to do this a lot. I think if I was gonna turn anywhere, the only other people that I have to talk to would be Gail.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna walk.
I would
In the
probably
general
tell you,
direction
keep
of-
an eye out for Morgan.
Right.
Like where she to her place, and then survey the damage and see what happens.
So, as you walk through town and as you... The Vespa wasn't harmed. You could take it.
She doesn't.
Oh.
She
Oh,
does
she
not have.
walk-
The only thing she has is her phone.
Okay. So, you
Not
walk
even
there.
the
So,
tripod?
you leave some time after her. So, I'll describe what you both would have seen as you were walking through Eureka.
Okay.
A lot of down limbs, a lot of front line wind damage, or straight line winds. It looks very tornado-esque, but it doesn't appear to be tornado damage. Pamela, as you clean and have the news on in the background, you can hear them say that they have, and you're listening to Northwest Arkansas news about an hour or so later into your cleaning. And right now they're reporting 6 injured, 2 dead.
Does that include Chuck?
That does include Chuck. So
Are they saying names or just?
that's all they're reporting.
Okay.
And that's mostly out of respect for family and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
We can infer Chuck was probably one of
Yeah.
them.
And of course you got a few people who are, that they can find in the fringes of Eureka society who are like, I heard everything. I was just in my house. And the next thing I know, it was just a bright, nice day and the storm comes out of nowhere and just wrecks everything. It took everything we have. But, by the grace of God, we're still alive. And you can tell.
Julio's kiss.
You can tell, Adam, a lot of the more historical, well-built homes, they have surface damage, but nothing major. Some of the trailers that are populated around the area, here and there are gone.
Wrapped around
Yeah.
trees.
Yeah. It looks like there was probably millions of dollars worth of damage when everything's all said and done.
Let's put that on Morgan's tab.
I'm never gonna financially recover.
It's obviously everyone thinks it was a freak storm. The meteorologist is trying to describe, that, when you're in a hilly area like this, sometimes, cells can form. It's bullshit. If that's going to happen, it forms over the Rockies, where altitude is vastly different, and the climate is vastly different. But they're trying to explain it away, and
They're trying to not freak people out.
That a storm like this could happen again somewhere, But it's extensive. Some of the roads are blocked from down limbs, and a few down power lines here and there too. Service is spotty. The town of Eureka is not completely out of service. It looks like there are some homes that have electricity. There are some that don't, some that don't have roofs, stuff like that. It's like what you see when a tornado does go through a town,
Right.
Or when straight line winds do come through a town. You've got some that did okay, some that didn't. You make your way downtown to Crystal Waters, and you can tell that the downtown area is, while there's debris, it looks like mostly it originated from like the area where you guys were, and a few miles in a certain direction and quit. There's stuff definitely blown in the streets, limbs and stuff like that, and you can see water just rushing down the street, from the runoff of almost like flash flood type conditions.
Right.
But it looks okay.
The radius of the storm was pretty small.
Right. Small and concentrated. But where it was, it did do a number. If you, like probably the width of a few city blocks, and, came through. So the business is closed at this time, but if you wanted to go around back and knock, you could.
Okay.
All right. And we will come to that in a moment. Pamela, as you clean and kind of get a handle on the situation, Dan did not go with you, correct?
No, well, he flew outside and she may talk to him, but she's going to tell him to go to the dreaming because he reclaims his glamour faster.
Yeah.
Sure. Gotcha. So he'll do that. So you're by yourself. It's maybe the first time in a little while you've had time like this in the reverie for yourself.
At least since you almost got killed by the Knucklebee the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you're going and cleaning, that the damage, while you should have coverage with insurance, and that should help some, there's a really good chance that you're still going to be out of pocket thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars that you needed to keep in case this dry spell with the reverie was going to continue.
Okay.
More to the point, you realize that you had to call in your guest and tell them that there was a problem with that. You had to cancel their appointment.
Well, maybe she'll hear the news of the freak storm in Eureka.
She might. But you did leave a message saying, I'm sorry, we had we have a problem and we have to cancel. How's she feeling knowing all this?
Stressed, but stressed, but also kind of numb with Chuck's death and how Morrigan reacted, and she's just trying to keep her thoughts fixed on cleaning and fixing what she can and making note of everything that needs to be repaired. And in the back of her mind, she's weighing her options of calling Lady Grace for some financial assistance.
Okay.
She does. That bitch does owe you.
Yeah,
a
she
lot.
do. She sure do.
Well, think on that if you want to do that call or not, and I'll come back to you.
Yeah,
about
she's
it.
still thinking about it.
Well, I'll come back to you. I'll give you a minute to think on that.
Okay.
You open the door, or knock on the door.
Right.
Yeah, you know better. The door creaks open,
Yeah.
as you're used to. And you kind of see some shadows shift and move back towards the back area. And then you hear a whisper in the distance. What is it? Is everyone okay?
Well, almost everyone's alive. So,
Wait, she asked you a direct question, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did she say? Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, I could technically say that. It's like, yeah, so it sounds like we're doing pretty great. That kind of works for, right?
Tell me what happened.
So, I told you about my buddy, the Knuckle V.
Yes.
He showed up, a little ahead of schedule, and we had to fight him off. We had Chuck there to help with the leaky pipes, not realizing that those were probably saving our asses at the time. And so...
He's dead.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that part. But it wasn't necessarily my fault.
No, it was Morrigan's.
Oh!
Right, yeah. To be fair, I had the fire extinguisher, and I was getting that boy down.
You mean the hose?
Oh, yeah, the hose. I had the hose. I had the water on him. I was making it rain on him, particularly. Morgan made it rain on everybody.
I love how he leaves out the part that the damn thing jumped over the damn hose. And was
That's
staring
only
him in the
important to
face.
Morgan.
She was just trying to help, I suppose.
Yes.
Yes.
But she's taken the life of another one of our kind.
Not like that. You're not gonna say it like that.
I mean, in a roundabout way.
I suppose. I'll have to think on how I feel about this.
You know what, Gail? I'm really sorry I had Dan heal your fucking gunshot wounds right now.
Damn.
That was months ago.
And then Gail's like, I heard that.
Yes.
What? How does the town look?
I
Or
mean,
can you tell me how the town looks?
thank you. The town is, well, part of it is bad, and the other part of it, your part of town, it just looks like a little small storm came through, and the other part looks like a tornado came through.
I heard the news.
Yes, it was a very isolated storm, apparently.
Of course.
I also saw a unicorn.
A unicorn.
Yes, there was a unicorn that helped us fight. I think it was Pamela's virginity or something. Well, I just know that unicorns are like a sign of, like, you know, innocence and purity and stuff. And I didn't know why this unicorn was here other than the fact that I know Pamela, like, doesn't get laid. So I put two and two together and just thought, oh, that's got to be it. But then it didn't like me very much. I just assumed because I like to have fun. But it probably had more to do with the Knuckle V, to be fair. It was probably because it fought the Knuckle V. And then when it left, after it got severely injured when trying to fight it, it turned completely black and jumped through the trod.
Fascinating.
So I just figured, since you're like a wise, whispery sage, that maybe you might know some things.
You think I know about unicorns turning black all of a sudden?
I mean, you knew about the Knuckle V.
I knew to tell you to Google.
Oh, yeah, that Scribblenauts page didn't have anything.
What? Oh my god.
You said to Google it. It was the top result.
It's also called vetting the source. I should have described that part too. You want to make sure you have a legitimate source for information.
Look, the only vets I know about are when people take me there.
Of course.
But that being said, we still didn't use a Thor hammer on it like we could have. Like I really wanted to. However, there's one thing I was curious about. You mentioned something about fate last time in your foreshadowy, whimsical, whatever. You mentioned something about fate. Did I miss it? Did I miss the opportunity? Because shit looks really bad.
Did you miss the opportunity to change your fate?
Yes. Whatever you did.
She may have made him come early.
You still have a chance. That is not used. Your fate is still to be determined.
Oh, okay.
Great.
You didn't invoke it. You didn't ask for it. So it wasn't used.
Sweet.
Your fate is your own. I just see what could be. What's possible.
So how are you?
Why?
Well, I mean, we just had a big storm. Shit's crazy on my end. How are you doing?
Okay, I suppose. And she kind of takes her phone that was in her hand and kind of puts it kind of behind her back. It's going to be hard, but you might be able to catch a glimpse of what was on the screen.
This is Scribble Nuts. I'm gonna be pissed.
Perception plus alertness, difficulty 9.
You got willpower.
I got 2. I'll use 1. I've got 1 left. So hopefully I don't screw myself. Perception plus alertness.
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty 8. No, 9 still, but I haven't.
Yes.
Success. Oh, awesome. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Woohoo!
No
With your
ones?
with your
No
willpower?
ones. Yes.
Okay.
4 with the willpower. I rolled 2 10s and a 9.
Damn.
Wow.
Show me that phone.
Can't be 100%, but you're pretty sure you've seen that logo before. It's Tinder.
Oh, snap.
He would know the logo.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
sure.
yeah, I know
he
the logo.
spends all his time on Morgan's.
Morgan's probably got shut down finally. from,
Yes, for fraud.
Well,
Yes.
shit. I mean, I have a Tinder.
Yeah.
Varix has a Tinder.
Yeah, he totally would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I guess you've never come
And you
across
hear
her
it click
profile.
like it's, going black. Like
She locked it?
locked the screen.
Ah.
And she kind of stuffs it in a pocket, You should probably be going.
Oh, am I intruding on anything right now?
Yes.
Oh.
My quiet time.
Oh.
I need to see if my neighbors are okay too. Shouldn't you be helping Pamela?
Well, she told me to leave. She needs to do some rigorous cleaning, so I am helping her right now.
Yeah.
Well. She just kind of stalls for time as she looks up names of NPCs that she needs to.
Is she running this whole game?
She is, yes.
She's the ringmaster.
Oh
all
my
the
god! I
strings.
just
Then really,
uncovered.
if she's the ringmaster, then it's her fault that Chuck is dead.
Yes!
because she made the knuckle thief show up.
Yes.
This isn't Morgan's fault at all.
No. No wonder she was so quick to
Yeah.
put blame on her.
I need to go see if Michael's shop is okay.
Who the fuck is Michael?
Michael's shop?
Yes. He owns the magic store down the street.
We
There's
have a magic
I
store?
thought this was the magic store.
Yes.
Like,
They
What?
sell magic tricks.
fuck yes. Can I go with you? Magic is my thing.
Pamela owes me so much. Yes. You can go with me.
Perfect. Let's go. I'm all about this.
Randall, come with me, please. Do.
Good. I need Randall to gossip with Tan so I can hear about this later.
We'll talk about the magic shop in a minute.
Wonderful.
Didn't know we had a magic shop. This is great.
There's a magic shop in Eureka. You've been to it. It's where we
This
bought
is
the.
a
It's where we bought.
fictional-
No, yeah.
What did we buy?
That present Evan hated and cried about.
You cried about it?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, this is all I get."
Oh, yeah, they were very young. Yep.
Yep, and
Little
greedy.
shit back then.
Yep.
Sorry, Evan. I love you.
If you hear this, Evan, we love you. But yeah, if you're ever listening to
you
this, you're an
won't hear it.
adult probably, and
Yeah,
yeah, you
you won't
are
hear
a
it.
little being a little bit of a brat,
Stumbled upon this.
but we love you all the same. Um,
He's way better now.
he's way better. He's a sweet kid. But anyway, we'll get back to you.
Wonderful.
Magic store in just a moment. So, Pamela, you're cleaning, and the phone rings.
I'll answer.
Hi, is this the Reverie?
Yes?
Hi, this is Sally Forth.
Fucking knew she was gonna.
I just got your message that you had to cancel my stay.
Yes, I am so very sorry. There was a horrible storm last night, and
Oh no.
there were a couple deaths, and I'm.
Or it was this night.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
There was a storm. There's just been a storm. I don't know what time of day it is.
Yeah,
And there's.
it's late.
Okay.
Like 8-ish.
Oh, okay.
So the sun's starting to set. It's almost down completely at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll just say like there was a horrible storm. There have been a few deaths and lots of damage to the Reverie, and I'm so sorry for the inconvenience.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I'm really sorry to hear that. Well, could I leave a message for Varix?
Certainly.
Tell him that House Varich understands that we shall send an emissary at a time more convenient to him, but that we do have business that is very important to discuss. We should not like to do that over, how would they say this, mundane mediums such as a telephone. And it's something that we probably need to discuss face to face. So if he could just call me back at this number, we can try to set that up where I can still come down. Or if there's a place to stay in Eureka that you could recommend, I could still come down that way.
No. She would probably say I could host you, but it may be as long as a week before I can have you again. And I'm not sure how urgent this matter is.
Oh, a week's fine. Yeah, that'd be okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Then I would be happy to just push your reservation back a week.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Bye.
Goodbye.
And click.
Bye.
All right.
And then
I will-
she's off the phone. Just say that stupid fucking bitch.
She interrupted me.
Um,
Where the fuck else would you
Why
stay?
does she want to talk about House Varich? I wonder.
in that here house, did I get it wrong?
He's Allele.
Allele? Are you
Yeah.
Allele?
Yeah. I'm
She said
Oh.
Allele. I'm
Oh,
sorry. I thought
my
you were
bad.
Varich. Yeah,
House Allele.
retcon Allele.
Bye.
For whatever reason, I was
Bye.
thinking Varich. I'm
Well,
sorry.
that's Grace's house.
That's it.
So that's why you
Oh,
were
yeah,
thinking
yeah,
that.
That's why I got backwards. Okay, sorry. Tons of houses. Yes, that's what she said. Your house.
House Allele.
That's what I get for not looking at my notes in that particular spot. For
Way
Way
saying
to go,
stuff.
Gail.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Gail's fault.
Yeah.
Fucking
So
magic store.
yeah. So you get back to it, I guess. And
Boggin feet.
soon we'll have to rewind time for the two of you. But towards the end of the night, before everybody gets home, you have it done as much
Do
as
I
you
work
can.
For 8 hours.
8 hours is like
I
Till
don't think it
5
would
in
be
the morning.
possible. Yeah, I don't think it'd be possible to work for 8 hours.
Okay.
You get 2 or 3 hours worth of work,
Oh.
probably.
Fine.
And it's looking good, but you know that you're going to have construction work done.
Yeah.
And I mean, even if you did it yourselves, you're going to have to buy a lot of materials.
Yeah.
You know, there's holes gouged out from where like super pressure water sprayed holes in the walls, you know.
There's probably unicorn shit on there. Oh no, he didn't have any. He didn't have a butthole.
No.
Yeah.
There's dog shit.
Yeah.
Bird shit.
Yeah, she is tallying up her estimation of what the damage would be, and I assume the cost is far more than she has.
Oh yeah.
Then she's
To do
going-
it yourself alone, as far as you can tell, just from going to like Lowe's website and, you know, putting stuff in your cart and everything.
and that's not enough time.
Yeah,
either,
it's
because I'm
ten
not
to
a professional.
$12,000.
you know
Oh
what
my
time it is, right?
What?
It's time for a bake sale.
Maybe
So,
it's time to send barracks in and do
It's
some
not
triple
an,
light
for
shit.
you for you that's, you know, the fact that you've had to go through your savings, you know, for the past few months, that's a big number.
Yeah, this is probably the worst off she has been since she started the reverie,
Yeah.
and so she heaves a great sigh and adds to her little to-do list, call Grace.
Okay. All right. Give me, as you're throwing some junk off the back porch, yes, the back
Our
porch,
back porch, oh, gotta keep it clean.
you know, just to kind of get it out of the house because it's useless now. Give me perception plus alertness, difficulty 8.
Was that back porch just dirty as all hell because she didn't
No.
know that the back porch was
No.
was a thing? She just
That's
found
why
out
no one's
2 weeks
coming.
ago.
Difficulty what? I didn't
8.
get it. I didn't get a single thing. I got 2 ones.
Okay,
I
so
don't see
you
shit.
botched.
Yes, I did. I
Yeah.
trip, I fall.
No, you absolutely don't notice in this case. Like,
I am
there's no
way
way
too
you
occupied.
saw anything. You're way too occupied.
Yeah.
Instead, you saw the tree limb with blood stained on it.
Ah, trigger!
What? Oh no! Fire department took that away. That was in the front yard.
Yeah.
So we'll go now to the Crescent Hotel.
Did I talk to Dan before I sent him to the...
Well, you said you were sending him away.
Yeah. Can I just tell him what she told him?
What are you saying exactly?
Okay. To Dan, because when he was gonna leave with her, she told him, "No, don't come with me. You need to go rest,
Right.
because you're gonna be useless to anybody right now." And then she probably went on a little tirade about what happened, and that when the Knuckle V jumped over the hose is when she's like, she probably told Dan, "I don't know what I should have done." Don't quit shaking your head, man.
It's always about this Knuckleby jumping over the hose.
It's scary.
I mean, well, she's like, I don't know what I should have done.
Yeah.
But at that point, she's thinking, okay, this thing's going to kill Varix. It's going to mow through Julio and me. Like, as Julio had already gotten his ass kicked multiple times.
Yeah.
It's going to mow through Pamela and Chuck. And then we're going to have this thing that's either going to mow through the rest of the Cathane and Eureka, or it's going to sit its pretty ass in a freaking freehold
Yeah.
and wait till people come in to check and see what's going on. And she's like, I don't know, is this thing gonna get more powerful sitting in a freehold? Like, what? She's like, I don't know what I should have done, but I couldn't let that happen. And then she's talking about how she's like, I'm probably gonna get exiled.
What?
She's like, I may get exiled or executed.
Surely Pamela would prevent that from happening.
I don't know if you can. It depends on who on the up and up. You know, if it's not probably going to be you dealing with it, it's probably going to, at best, it would be Carrie
Then
Dunwood dealing with it.
I will fast track our independence and set you free.
You know, at worst, it's going to make it all the way to Milg.
Oh, God. Well, we'll see.
And you have to remember, too, she's House Skaha, and anytime shit goes wrong and there's one around, they tend to get blamed for it. And in this instance, I mean, yeah, she did it. Nobody's going to give a shit about her reasoning. And then she's probably crying to him because she's like, you know, I've literally just blown my whole life up. And then she probably laments the fact that, she's in love with Julio. She wanted to marry Julio. You know, maybe have a baby. Who knows? But that's not going to happen now. And, you know, she's just kind of whining a little bit. And then she just tells Dan, you know, you decide what you want to do and we'll talk about it in the morning. Because if I get executed or exiled, if you want to say.
Oh, fuck off. You're not going to be executed. Why is it everything's going to be the worst with you?
Because experience has taught that it's going to be the worst.
You made a mistake. You were trying to help. A creature of pure evil was in your freehold, in your home. And you had to do what you had to do to make sure it went away and fucked off to wherever it lives.
Nobody is going to see it that way, Dan.
Yes, they will.
No, they won't.
Well, they won't see it that way if you're like, oh, poor me, I'm in my feels, and everyone is against me. Make your case, woman. Fill your boots.
I will make my case, but Dan, you're not the one that everybody had to take a vote on when they fell out of a truck bed, whether they were going to go back for.
Well, be nicer. Be nicer next time.
You know what? Fuck being nice. I sit there and kill all these creatures that come to fuck this place up.
Aye.
I'm pleasant, damn it.
Well, I best be getting off to the trot. I'm just kidding. Listen, you've got good qualities about you. You're a fantastic warrior. You're a good fighter. Your blood says you're a leader. You're a leader of battles and war. Lead that. And the matters of the heart and understanding people, maybe you don't get it. But listen, I'll say my piece and I'm off. That counts for something in these times. We almost lost this entire world to an ancient evil of Fomorian coming back. And you stopped it. Have you heard anything from those cunts up in Georgia? No. Not at least a thank you or a pat on the back. And I'm sure they know. So lead, be a general. And not what Pamela is going to try to do, which is lead the city, the town. Just be you. You're trying to help your friends. But here's the thing. That we live in a tea kettle and we didn't need a tempest. It's measure the responses. You're very powerful, lass. The Arcadians could, if people would dream a little harder, just a wee bit, and things were the way they were, it would rule this land again. That's your legacy. Just remember, you chose to stay, so you have a responsibility to understand what you're capable of. That's all. Now go talk to the daft cunt down there at the hotel.
He doesn't know that she's doing that.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
Now go down to wherever you're going and open your feels. And when you feel better, come on home. Pamela will have some sweetbreads. I know she will.
Yeah, probably.
She's got to do something with all that lumber that's in the house and all that plaster. Might as well make biscuits. It's a right good idea. I'll tell her.
You'll tell her after you go sleep.
Oh, yeah, I will.
So I'll see you in the morning, pretty bird.
Yeah, of course you will. Why are you getting sad?
Dan, I literally just killed Chuck. And everybody's going to think I did it on purpose because I think he was an asshole.
No!
What was Chuck there for? You hired him to do work. Pamela hired him to do work. You had made amends and built bridges with him, and then he was protecting her. Were you trying to kill her too?
No.
Do you hate her guts? Does everyone think you hate her? Jesus Christ. I love you. But think everyone's not out to get you for a wee second, and you might say something. The tall, dark and blue over there, he's just upset with you because he realizes that you're not the one that needs protecting. He does.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure I would have got my ass kicked too.
I don't think so. You're not afraid to go too far.
I don't think that worked out very well.
You didn't, and that's why I told you had to be careful. But in the moment where you have to, you can. And I don't think Julio has that in him because he's afraid of the consequences. He doesn't want to go back to jail.
He has a good heart. Don't harp on him.
No, he's a great heart. He's very nice. And I hope you have weird pointy ear blue babies, if that's what you want. But let him cool off. If that's where you're going, let him have some time.
I just need to see what I've done.
Go look.
And I need to look my fear in the face.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go heal up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do anything stupid again.
I'll see you in the morning, pretty bird.
You better. Be. He's off.
Morgan goes off to do something stupid. I mean, telling Morgan not to be stupid is just kind of like...
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we need the Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
title
Morgan
card.
goes to do something stupid.
She's got two intelligence, Dan. Okay.
It's not dumb. One would be dumb. Two is just like you were a C student. You made it through high school.
So,
All right. So you arrive with Gail at a bright blue and yellow building.
Wow.
It says the Magic Shop.
I missed this? How?
Yeah.
It's been here the whole time.
Is this some enchantment or?
And she's like, watch for me. He's usually a heavy sleeper.
Okay.
And there's a mail slot, and she starts to ooze through it. And
how does she know he's a heavy sleeper?
Yeah, why is she
I don't like this.
sneaking in there?
Wait, am I gonna be a third wheel here?
Oh, she into some geeky shit.
she goes
She said
in,
we
and
counted threes.
you see the lights come on in the back, and then he's like, it's like an old man with a pot belly and a
Uh-oh.
white beard, and
Santa?
yeah, it almost looks like Santa, and he's just kind of like putting on like a nightgown over his he's like just wearing boxer shorts and he's tying it up, and she points to the door and he's just like, yeah, and
Okay.
motions for you to come in.
Okay.
So he knows.
Definitely mortal.
Oh,
But
okay.
he knows that she's a shadowy lady.
And he sees you.
standards,
He sees you coming in, and he goes, "Hi, I'm really tired, but I'm glad you came.
I'm really
Mike.
confused.
I'm Mike. It's nice to meet you. My friends call me Cirrus, though.
Cirrus?
Cirrus?
Yeah.
Why do they call you that?
Why do they call you boy and pet your head? Sometimes we just have names. So he's looking at you, definitely knowing what you are.
Is he canoeing?
Oh.
Gail says you wanted to come with her and check on me. I appreciate it. We're doing okay here. No damage or anything. I didn't even know there was a storm till she just told me. She's
Wow,
like,
you are a
CPAP is it knocks me out now, and it makes a lot of noise, so I don't hear much.
Wow.
What can I do for y'all, though? She was like, I just wanted to see if everything was okay here. And make sure you're all right. It's like, yeah, girl, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Hey, you like the store? Have you been in here? I guess she's... What do you think? And it's just all like magic tricks, just like on display.
Yeah, I hate all of this right now.
Oh, you do? Well, I have more. We can order just about anything you want, and everything comes with a free lesson. We'll show you how to do any of these that you wanted to do. So if you do change your mind.
I've got some tricks.
Oh, you have some?
Yeah.
What do you know how to do?
Okay. I'm gonna reach in my pocket.
Hmm.
And then let's see. Shit. Damn it, I wasn't ready for this.
It's okay.
You should pull out a card or something, and it should have
Well-
Gail's Tinder profile or something.
Oh wow.
Let's get back to you. If
Yeah,
you
let
want.
you think of a good
Yeah, come up
Okay.
with a trick. And then
Okay.
We'll go to Pamela.
Okay.
Okay.
Pamela, you finally finish. You settle down with some tea, as much as you can get done. And you're stirring the tea. And let me see your sheet. Okay. Thank you. And you feel your eyelids getting a little heavy. It's been a long day,
Yeah.
to say the least. And
Yeah.
I'm sure you're probably sad at realizing what's happened to Chuck and,
Oh yeah.
and everything. And you feel yourself drifting, if that's okay.
I might go up to my room. Well, no, because then I have to shower and everything. So she's probably just like, I could rest my eyes a little bit.
Yeah, it's not overly late.
Yeah.
You're there in a meadow almost as soon as you fall asleep. Perched atop a black unicorn is a little girl
Is it Julia?
that you've met before. She goes, did he help?
Yes, he helped a ton.
Pinwheel, you're so good.
His
Thank
name
you.
is Pinwheel.
Yeah, his name's Pinwheel.
He was amazing. Is he okay?
Yeah, but he's changing.
Yeah, I saw that. He used to be white. This is Pinwheel? This is the one that helped. He
Well, I
used to be
tried.
white.
I couldn't help you because Mom and Dad sent me away. And I don't know how much longer I can do this type stuff.
It's very impressive.
I kind of got a vibe from you that I could talk to you in dreams, like that you could do that too
Yeah.
when I was
okay.
there. Tell Morgan I'll try next time. I'll try to do better.
What do you mean next time?
I think my mom and dad came here the other day to try to get me out, and I don't like it here.
Yes.
They tell me that everything I do is made up, and that the dragons aren't real, that Bitch Slicer is not real. Look, and she holds it up, and in the dreaming,
Yes.
it's real.
Yes.
And it's a very ornate, like bastard sword that she's holding one-handed.
Well, Morgan and Varix and Julio talk to your parents to convince them to get you out of there.
Yeah, but they signed a contract.
Oh.
And they could be sued, I think, if they pull me out early. Something like that, because they signed that they have to do it. I don't know how it works. My dad's really pissed. He says Hillary Clinton owns this place.
Oh, that is actually, I had not heard that. I was like, oh, that's strange.
Well, I did tell you, but you weren't listening because
Yeah,
you're too
'cause I
pissed
was
off
pissed
at me.
Yeah, that's true.
And he says that the Clinton Foundation owns it, and they're throwing a fit, and they're getting lawyers. But I'm afraid by the time they get them, that my treatment will be done here. And I wanted to help. So Pinwheel is yours now, okay?
No, you need every bit of help you can have in that place. If you can return to the dreaming.
Pinwheel can't get me out.
I know, but he can maybe help you hold on.
No, I'm gonna lose him. It's harder for me to dream about him and think of him, and he's changing. Like I didn't think he was. I thought, oh, if he was black, that's kind of stereotypical of Skaha. I'll make him white. Pinwheel is a white unicorn, and he's my friend. And
Hello, she's like, that's a little too stereotypical.
but then that's what I kept thinking about, is that's what's on our emblem, that it's black unicorn, and that's kind of kept Pinwheel in my mind. But now it seems like he's changing, and I feel like I'm losing him, and so he's your friend now. Okay, you have to brush his hair, and he likes his tail to be braided.
Yes.
And also, he loves to fight. So you need to fight with him at least once a month.
I'll ask Morgan.
That's
They
fine.
already
That's
had a
fine.
run-in.
He loves to fight
Oh,
because
okay.
I told him that's cool. It is cool.
He is super cool.
Okay, I'm getting off now. Pinwheel, she's your new master.
She's upset about this, but she understands.
You do good. You protect her. I know I can't, but I'll try again. I'll try again next time, okay?
We can continue to try to get you out. We can figure something out.
Well, I appreciate that, but I don't think it's going to happen. My parents don't believe it. And I've thought a lot about it. I think that it may just be that I'm not supposed to be around, you know? Maybe I'm supposed to be in Arcadia. Maybe I shouldn't have stayed. I don't know.
I don't think that's true. You're too strong and helpful. We need you here.
Well,
And we're going to keep trying and keep fighting.
and she hops off. Well, I just wanted to let you know. He'll be around. But I wanted to see him one more time. So he came home. Okay. Tell Morrigan that I'm keeping Bitch Slicer, though. She can't have it. And tell Dominic that the marbles are mine, too.
Okay.
Because he gave them to me, and that's fair.
All right. I'll do that.
Okay. Bye, Pamela.
Bye, Julia. Thank you.
And then you're fall into normal sleep.
Well, that was depressing. And now I have a unicorn to fight.
So, you arrive at the Crescent Hotel. It looks very much like the other parts of town. You know, there's wind damage, and it looks like they've plasticed up a window or maybe a branch came through or something. But it's not in shambles or anything. You see that they're open.
She pukes in a bush before she goes in
Okay.
because her nerves have caught up with her, and the fact that on the one hand she's like, I've got to do this, I've got to help, this is one way that I can help, and the other part of her is like, you stupid bitch, run, you stupid bitch. And so she hurls it.
Okay. Well, after throwing up your lunch, you go in. Mm-hmm. And in the foyer, is the person you're here to see, Barbara Castle. She stands up and sees you, and she walks over and she says, "I'm so sorry about your friend."
Thank you. Is the lounge open?
Yeah, of course. Come on.
I got to get a ginger ale.
Sure. Yeah. Come on.
And
We
then
can put it on my tab.
no, I can get. And
I
then,
know you can.
And then Morgan's like, "Actually, I forgot my wallet. I got money in my phone case. Hang on."
You came straight here?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I know you need somebody to talk to. Come on. And she sits down at a table. A waiter comes over, and she asks for a ginger ale. She asks for a whiskey for herself. And she's just like, "So what do you need to talk about?" Time out. D had to look in the
Morgan
book.
sips her ginger ale as
Yeah.
she gathers
Yes,
her words
sorry.
together.
Yes. And she looks for her words.
She stalls for time.
Yep.
Morgan goes, "Well, first I want to apologize to you. The other day I think I was a little more abrasive with you than I intended to be. And while I have some very strong feelings about Dr. Burns and Bellerophon, I know I let those cross over into my interactions with you, and that is unfair to you."
Well, I appreciate that apology. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry if I caused you any undue stress or duress or brought back any triggering memories of past experiences you may have had that were unsavory. I really do apologize for that.
I am curious, why you're here.
Why I'm here was to gather information about young Julia
True.
and to make sure that we had all the information we needed about what triggered her PFFD.
But that could have been done over a phone call. Why actually come all the way out here?
My personal experience has been through email, through phone call. You can't really get the whole picture until you speak to someone face to face and look in their eyes. And she's doing that to you now.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "And what I saw in yours, and in Pamela, and the other young man that was there, your assistant,
Lawrence.
Thank you.
I saw sincerity. And I saw that you genuinely feel that Julia's imagination was a healthy thing. And I am certain at your camp that it was nothing but. Can I tell you a story about one of our patients?"
She goes to throw up in the bathroom and comes like, yes.
Morgan takes a sip of her ginger ale because she is choking back vomit.
Okay. Okay.
Certainly.
This patient came to us and was taken out of our custody because there was a dispute with the parents on if this was the best course of action. The father seemed to think that it was the right, or not, that was a bad call. The mother thought it was a good call. The young person in question had a very active, vivid imagination. this was still in the early days of Bellerophon's initial studies and some of our first works. And so we were cautious with, believe it or not, and we won't get into that because I understand your feelings, but just know that we were. There are things that we didn't push, and we didn't prescribe a contracted treatment because we knew that it was okay. If they needed to leave, they needed to leave. This young individual left our custody, went back home. Within a few weeks, was seeing things more and more. Despite medications and treatment, was 15 at the time, driving with her father in the car, and she saw what she thought was a 3-headed lion in the road. Swerved to miss it, hit a telephone pole, killing her father instantly. Imaginations are harmless until they're not. And young Julia, trying to assault people because she believed they were something else, is when imagination crosses the line. So that's why we have to get all the information to make sure, are they just imaginative? Is it schizophrenia? Or is it PFFD? Julia's case, we can't determine yet. In the case of this young woman, it absolutely was PFFD. Through treatment and help, she became a doctor.
I knew she was talking about herself.
And helps others that suffer the similar maladies that she had.
I'm very sorry about your father.
I am too. And so I tell you this story to let you know I understand loss. And I understand how much it hurts right now that you've lost your friend. And that if you need to talk about those feelings, that I'm here for you. The clock is not running. I'm sorry that your experience at Bellerophon was not like mine. But I am a trained psychiatrist. And everything that we discuss is confidential. And we'll leave that there.
Did she say lost that the friend you lost? Did she say the friend you lost, meaning Chuck?
Yes. She told her on the phone
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
that someone
okay.
died.
Yeah.
Okay, because I got confused for a second. I was
Yeah.
like, how did she know that?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was waiting for
Back
the
at
other,
the magic
I was
shop.
waiting for the other shoe to
What
drop.
trick you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a regular playing card. I'm gonna show it, and then when I flip it, I'm using Trick of the Light, and I'm gonna turn it into a burning Thor's hammer.
Like
Yes.
animated, looking like it's burning Thor's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not just a image.
Yeah, no.
It's pretty impressive. You mind if I see the card? And you
And then-
go to reach out, and it just floats to him.
Ooh.
Interesting. And he spins it, and it sits there spinning. And he's like, and he points, and it goes up. And he's looking at it, and he goes, yeah. How about that? Reaches back down and hands it to you.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I did that when I was like 6. It was awesome.
And Gail's looking at you like it's the first time you've seen her grin, and it's gross because her face is like stretched super big. It's like,
It's hot.
she's like, he knows his stuff, doesn't he?
He's getting there.
And it's just a few old tricks. Like you said, the 6-year-old could do that one.
Yeah, it's really easy stuff.
A magic dick measuring contest for Gail's benefit between Varix and Santa Claus.
Yes.
So what are you?
Uh,
How do you? Where did you learn your magic?
well, from books. You know, we got all different kinds here. This one's got a lot. If you like playing card tricks, here's a good one. This one's got 52 tricks. You know, number of cards in a deck.
I'm just gonna keep. Okay.
It's only $14.99. It's a pretty good deal.
Wonderful. And then
It's just tricks. Nothing real, you know. And then he winks at you. And he's like, I'm all right. And he looks at her saying this. I'm all right.
and he's mortal.
Mhm.
I
Is he
can
a
tell
mage
he's
or
mortal.
something?
Yeah. You know he's not a changeling. You can give me wits plus gray mare.
That would be insane if he was a mage.
Yeah.
Wits plus gray mare.
Difficulty 8.
Where's gray mare at?
Greymare's under
Knowledges.
Knowledges, yeah.
I got 1.
1. You definitely know he's not anything you've met before, but he does strike you as human. Maybe he knows some parlor tricks, you know, cantrips, or maybe maybe Gail's given him powers or something. You don't know. But he definitely can see you, can see her. He's maybe enchanted, but you doesn't feel that way. You're just not sure. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. And so I'm just
But
like,
there's definitely more there than what you are seeing on surface level.
right. And I've never really come across something like this before.
Mm-mm.
And so I'm just like,
Has he created something like this before, even unknowingly?
What?
Created? What do you mean?
Are you saying it's chimerical?
No, I'm saying like, is this person fey-blooded?
Oh, you know enough to know that that's not the case.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely human, but something's going on.
and
With
so
one success,
if I
that's what you get.
and so if I grab my so I'm gonna grab my tail and be like, so you see this?
Your hand, yeah, and what it's holding, yeah,
You see what it's holding?
yeah.
What's it holding?
Folks, I'm gonna let you out. Gail, I'm fine. You're a good boy.
What the fuck?
And he scratches behind your ear, kind of.
Oh my.
the not this ear, this ear.
Right.
What the fuck?
He goes, "You have a good one."
Who
I'm
is
gonna get
this
back to
clown?
sleep.
Let me know when you have a fire sale.
And for the dude, it'll be self-inflicted. Later.
Okay.
Intrigued.
We have sales in December, though. Christmas time. It's coming up in a few months. Or if you need some Halloween-themed tricks, I've got some of those, too. Pretty good stuff.
Wonderful. I'll keep that in mind.
Sure thing. Have a good one.
Gail? Who the
Gail.
fuck is this?
Yeah, Gail. Who's this guy?
He's my friend. He's the first friend I made in Eureka when I moved here. I've known him for a long time. His wife died a few years ago.
Aww, that's
Oh,
really sad.
so you guys are pretty close.
He's a good man.
And
He's
I'm
helped me remodel the shop several times. And I've helped him with his inventory and things like that. He's not so good with the books.
So you may have helped him with some of his tricks.
What are you getting at, Varix? Are you jealous?
Yes.
You can't answer that.
No, why
Oh,
in the
shit,
hell
direct.
would I be jealous of something like that?
Jealous.
Jelly.
I just want to know
He's old
what.
enough to be my great-grandfather. I don't think you have anything to worry about. And besides, why would you be jealous?
You know why, Gail. You know why.
Come on, I'm the only magic boy in town.
Yeah, because I'm the one that turns tricks around here. I mean, does tricks. Does tricks.
It was right the first time.
Yes, it was. Both were correct.
There's more to this place than you would ever know. There are a lot of people that come here because it's a place of power. Why do you think this town is the way that it is? A small town in the middle of nowhere, Arkansas, that attracts people like this, attracts people like us. There's a whole power here, and it draws people, all kinds of people.
That must be why I've stayed so long.
It could be. Well, Varix. Sirius is...
Cirrus? Is it Cirrus or Sirius? Like Sirius XM?
Sirius, sorry, Sirius. I misread. It's a bad night, guys. I've got brain fog pretty bad.
It's
Oh, you're
okay.
alright.
It's
Um,
You're alright.
good.
But he knows more than you. Don't ever make him mad.
What?
He could destroy you with the snap of a finger.
He's a mage.
He's Thanos.
He is Thanos.
But he's just a mortal.
Just immortal. That's right. Come on, let's get back. I'll make you some tea.
Whoa.
What's going on?
Okay. And then I'm just like walking away, like kind of super bewildered now by all of this.
Yeah, maybe that's why we didn't know there was a magic shock, because he's mystical. I don't know.
Or we just never decided to go to this magic
Yeah,
shop.
we're just
We've
like,
it's literally
this
been there
doesn't
this
have
entire
anything
time.
for us.
Yeah.
Oh, a mortal runs it. We don't give a shit.
I mean, I flipped back in my notes a lot. in case
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
has
It
been
had
here the whole
always been there.
Well, he never showed up to the reverie, so he did not exist to Pamela.
That's right. People come here to escape, to live a simple life. Our lives, it's all fun and glamorous when you're young, right? It's not so fun when you get tired of it one day, if you live long enough to see, shall we say, an older age. Sometimes it's best to hang up the hat, put the crystal ball away, and just read fortunes.
The fuck is she talking about?
I say that because Eureka, until recently, has been a peaceful place. And a lot of people that moved here liked it that way.
Is this until I showed up?
It is awfully suspicious. But I certainly wouldn't say that. I think it was long overdue.
Ah. Yeah, Grace showed up before I did anyways. So.
Yeah. She did.
Fair enough, yes. Speaking of, I'm supposed to watch her house periodically and make sure things are in order. You want to go see what a stupid ass $40,000 hot tub looks like?
No, why would I ever want to do something as awesome as that?
In a couple of days, I've got to go up and make sure everything's in order. You can come with me if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I'll check my book. I'll see what I got. And I just gotta check my schedule. Make sure we're not got any conflicts or anything like that.
This is not a date, by the way.
Yes, it is.
We're just going as friends to go up there
And see the
and
hot
drink
dog.
free booze and play in the hot tub.
And lots of benefits.
Oh my!
That's it.
Yeah, you had
I
me.
realize now that sounded terrible coming out of my mouth.
Oh, I thought that's
you
what
had
she
me
meant.
at free booze and hot tub, Gail.
You've never seen a slow blush, but it's really weird.
Oh my goodness, it's
But,
happening.
like she was white, like paper white, and now she looks like a red pepper. She's like, okay, well, go home and help your friends.
Ooh.
Okay.
Randall and Dan better link up so I can hear this shit.
I'm trying to be your friend. You don't have many left,
Oh,
and you need some.
Well, I appreciate that, Gail.
Remember, we come in threes.
Yeah, you've said that a few times now.
We're still here in threes in Arkansas.
Yeah, you, the Count. That was she was
The Duchess.
The Duchess. And then you got a sister or something.
No, there's one other I don't know.
But you don't know her.
Him.
Him. Oh.
I can't tell. Things are deliberately hidden. But I know he's somewhere here. And I don't know why.
I'll be on the lookout.
Okay.
I'll see you soon.
All right. Here's your tea. She just throws a tea bag to you.
Thanks.
he's gonna.
She
treasure
kind
it.
of stands awkwardly at the door and then just kind of whispers something to herself and then closes it behind her.
Okay. As I'm walking back, I'm checking my phone.
Okay.
I'm checking my Tinder.
All right.
Nice.
I'm flipping through it.
She's on there. She hasn't swiped on you one way or the other that you would know. Like you could swipe on her if you wanted to see.
Oh, I'm gonna
not
swipe. I'm gonna swipe.
right now, right as you leave.
She's not gonna if she hasn't checked it yet.
Oh,
Then
it
I'm
won't
gonna-
do a notification.
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it will give if it gives a notification saying you have a match, but
Yeah.
it doesn't say who it is
Right.
unless she has premium or gold.
Right.
And don't ask me why I know that. Varix pays for it. I
Yeah,
don't.
bet.
So yeah, you swipe. I mean, it doesn't pop up and say it's a match. It
Right.
just
Okay.
you swipe. So you going back?
Yeah, I'm going back to the reverie.
Okay. Pamela, what are you doing?
Let's see. I just woke up from the dream.
Mm-hmm.
She's she's trying to think of ways that she can get in contact with Julie again, but her own, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oneromancy.
Oneromancy is not that strong. So she's maybe, I don't know if she has like books on it or something, and trying to figure out how
Honeycomber?
Oh yeah, honeycomber could work.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's just trying to look for ways that she could maybe improve that, even though she knows it's probably not gonna happen out of game because I just leveled up something different. Stupid. But
Well, it depends on how Morgan's conversation goes down.
Well, the
it might
first one
be
is
extremely
first level's
helpful.
dream walk, right?
yes, but I it says that I have to have done it to her in person before I can do it at her far away.
Gotcha.
She has, so I'd have to like lay eyes on her.
Gotcha.
So she's probably doing that, and what time is it?
At this point, it's about 9 o'clock at night.
What time did Morgan leave? Like 7ish?
7ish, yeah.
I might text her and just be like, Julia. Yeah, I'd be like, I have a message from Julia.
Okay.
Because she knows that will get her attention more than, please come home.
Well, unfortunately, Morgan turned her phone
I
off
figured.
before she ever started her walk, so.
And we'll get to that in just a moment.
I might
More-
text
Oh,
Varix.
go ahead. Okay. What are you
Just
gonna
letting
tell
him know that I'm done and he can come home whenever.
Okay.
Okay.
Which works out because you were going that way anyway.
Right.
All right. So you sit at a table across from Barbara Castle. She sips her whiskey. You sip your ginger ale. And the question still looms in the air. What do you need to talk about?
Um, Morgan goes, I'm so sorry, I've got to go to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Sure.
I'm sure there's a restroom down in the lobby.
Yeah. There is. Yeah.
And she runs to the bathroom. And it probably doesn't have enough on her stomach to actually throw up. But she's probably dry heaving. Because this is just... She's not smart enough to figure out, is this woman purposely being triggering? Is this unintentional triggering, or is this just straight nerves for what she represents? She doesn't know if she's being paranoid or not. Like, this woman could just straight up just be trying to be nice. And there's not any kind of evil mastermind by Dr. Burns to do or say anything. And it was just this great coincidence. You know, but at the same time, she's like, there's something nagging in the back of her mind, like this isn't a coincidence. So she washes her mouth out. Has she seen any ghosts?
You haven't been really looking for them, but no.
Damn it.
No ghosts.
It's one of those things, she's like, oh, damn it, this is supposed to be haunted. Do I see ghosts? Like, just out of those...
Most of the ghost sightings are in people's rooms. Upstairs and stuff.
And around the grounds. There's one dude who, or lady who fell off the balcony once.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, she's kind of like, in the back of her mind, she's like, I want to go on a ghost tour here. And then she's like, that's random. Get your head in the game. Okay, so then she goes back out, and she's like, my apologies.
It's all right. Are you okay?
Yeah, my stomach's just a little unsettled.
This is a hard moment for you, isn't it?
Confusing.
How so?
I mean, you say that, you know, and I can see your reasoning and your logic, you know, wanting to see someone face to face to gauge sincerity and such, but I just can't shake this sensation, you know? I mean, I get the voicemail from Dr. Burns before you even show up here, which you could say was a connection because of Julia being at my photography camp, but I just can't shake that because, you see, I go by my professional name in my photography camp, and Julia only knows me by my professional name, a professional name that Dr. Burns would not be aware of. So how did he make the connection?
Your trade. What do you do for a living? You photograph. You put the photographs up online. And she goes through your Instagram. And there's one. And I know you're not vain and taking pictures of yourself all the time. There's one where your reflection is pretty clear in a mirror.
I mean, honestly, there's probably some of her and Julio
Right.
on there too. Like,
So,
so
yeah.
it's, I mean, it's
So,
not
yeah.
outrageous.
So, upon researching the place, he recognized you. He realized the folly of making a call to you and wanted me to come talk to you, to help you, to get information about Julia's condition and what was experienced, but also just to make sure you were okay. Nothing more. And that's what we're doing now.
Can I roll for bullshit?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what to roll.
It'll be perception plus alertness,
Okay.
difficulty of 5. And tell me how many dice you're rolling.
5 as well.
Okay. All right. How many did you get?
2 successes.
Okay. She's telling you the truth. She is sincere. And you know she is. This is why she was sent here. This is at least what she was told why she was sent here. If you want to be paranoid about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, she legitimately has concern in her eyes and looks like she wants to help you and probably feels bad about how upset you were at the house.
And that's why he sent you with your 2 associates. Because you have to admit, Dr. Castle, that could be perceived as an intimidation tactic.
It's just a requirement of the Institute that if we travel out of state, we don't go alone. At least with one other associate. My felt it better to travel with 2. But I'm sorry.
Why 2 then?
Just, I feel like if I travel someplace with just one man, to be quite frank, that's suspicious and could be talked about at the Institute. If there are a group of us, it doesn't look as, shall we say, troubling. It's the predicament of being a woman in my position. You understand?
And Morgan's kind of like... Morgan's probably never thought about it that way because she's not usually into that stuff. But she's like, yeah, okay, you got a point. Like, you can tell by her face. She's like, makes sense. When do you plan on leaving Eureka?
Well, since the investigation's done, tomorrow. I'm just staying for the night. It's too late to drive. And we'll be off in the morning.
I understand.
Unless you need anything else.
Kind of want to ask about Julia's release, but I don't really necessarily want to be like, we went there and we told her parents, you know, blah, 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 blah. And she can't just be like, well, if she asks her about Julia, she's just going to be like, well, we can't discuss patient care. But she may be like, well, you suggested that if we had concerns that we could speak to Julia's family.
True. Yes.
And we did speak with them. And when we spoke with them, they indicated that they were withdrawing Julia from the Institute.
I believe they called me about that earlier, yes.
Ooh.
So I can assume she's being released this weekend.
She'll be released after her first full week. Or after a 2-week period. We have a 2-week mandatory watch period that people sign a contract for. But if they feel it's not going well, the reason we do that is because we have a lot of people who will have guilt with putting a loved one into an institution. It's inevitable. It happens. And so it is our policy that they are placed on a 2-week hold with us. After that 2-week hold, they are allowed to visit. And should they decide to withdraw her at that time, they're allowed to do so. She has a week left.
How is that legal?
It's perfectly legal. All mental institutions like ourselves have holds of varying lengths that they're allowed to put on people. It's for the patient's safety as well as the family. There's such a stigma with mental health care.
You're really going to lecture me about stigma and mental health care?
No, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm not lecturing you. This isn't a fight. I'm answering your questions, and I'm happy to do so.
I just don't understand how any other healthcare system, even if it's against medical advice, you can leave at any time.
Most have 72 hours, but that's why we have at Bellerophon a contract for 2 weeks. And her parents do have a right to, if they feel strongly about it, which it sounds like they do, to petition to get her out of there. And according to the state, we do have to oblige, and we will. But they have to go through those channels. They have to feel strongly enough about it. Dr. Burns did sit them down and talk to them, and then after talking to him, they do feel a bit better about it. Apparently, they thought that he was taking money from the Clinton Foundation, and after showing them some of the records and proving that he wasn't,
Morgan is acting like, what?
I don't pretend to know what ideas people get in their minds, but they seemed to come off of that a bit. They're at least willing to try for the 2-week period. But if they do feel strongly about it, they certainly can petition and have her removed.
Morgan's really upset that this has not worked. Have you ever considered that maybe this isn't the best course of action for Julia?
Certainly. That's why we want to take all available options before fully diagnosing her with PFFD and making sure that this is the right care she needs. We have even numerous times recommended our patients go to other institutions.
You said that your experience with Bellerophon was significantly different. Let me tell you another story, since you were so kind to share a story about a former patient at Bellerophon. Let me share with you one. A young child brought there by her psychiatrist from halfway across the country, subjected to all sorts of experimentation, outdated, disregarded treatments. One that I believe is called insulin shock therapy in conjunction with electroshock therapy. Are you familiar with insulin shock therapy, Dr. Castle?
Yes.
Yes. So you understand the long-term damage that it can cause.
I do.
And what do you say about your institute that does that?
I would say that is not a practice we do anymore. Any of those things that may have been done in the early days trying to cure PFFD were radical and untested, but getting to the roots of how to treat PFFD, such a unknown quantity, and how to treat it and how to get people well. I can't justify what was done, and I'm sorry it happened.
This is so mean. And it probably is not gonna work. Morgan takes her hair and she pulls it back into a ponytail, and she kind of does this like she's hot, like, you know, like it's hot in there. But when she does it, her ears are exposed.
Mm-hmm.
And because she's got that slip seaming.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just kind of starts back into conversation with Dr. Castle, like nothing's happened. And she's like, are you ever concerned that you'll relapse?
That I will? Not at all. I'm concerned for patients that modify their bodies to mimic They're conditions. I've seen that sometimes. I have no judgment on those modifications, one way or the other, as long as it's healthy for them and is helping them.
What modifications have you seen?
I've seen people do their ears like you. I've seen people...
She looks confused when she says that, like, pierce their ears? Is that what you're referring?
It's in different ways, of course.
You consider ear piercing a radical body modification?
No. The pointing of your ears.
Pointing. Dr. Castle, I don't begin to know what you're talking about.
Well, that's cute. But there is photographic evidence in your pictures as well as... Excuse me, sir. Do you see her ears? And he's like, yeah, oh, that's cool. Are you into like Lord of the Rings and shit?
You can tell Morgan's like, God damn it. Morgan just takes a sip of her ginger ale and goes,
Morgan, is there
Ready to
anything
try.
I can help you with? I'm not your enemy. I'm here to do a job. I'm here to help you. If you need to talk.
I have nothing but pity for you, Dr. Castle, but I am very, very concerned about the one who sent you here.
Well, I understand your feelings. And I do feel sorry that the experiences you had happened. It worked differently for me. That's all I have to say about it. And really, it's really all I can say at this point. We've really talked too much about things we probably shouldn't. But I want to do that because I want you to know I bear you no ill will. And I just am here to make sure that everything's okay with Julia. And I think I have the information I need.
Yikes.
And what information did you glean?
I'll just have to go into my report. But enjoy your drink. If you need another, the tab's still open. I'm going to retire for the evening. If you have anything else, you have my number. The phone will be on. At this point, I can see you're angry, and I don't want to cause you any more strife or conflict. I would bid you the best of luck and good night to you. At that, she turns on her heel and heads up to her bedroom. All right. Meanwhile, you two, you've made it home.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell him about Julia. She said... Oh, no, I tell him Sally's message first. House Allele understands and will send an emissary, and Sally wants you to call her.
Oh.
We'll send an emissary again in the future.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
And also, I mean, she's gonna come in a week. Hopefully I'll have all this fixed up.
The
Also...
house is a mess.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this place looks kind of like a bit of a shit show.
Yeah, it does. Oh, how did that happen, Varix? How did that happen?
Looks like a storm came through here.
Right after a fire hose and a demon. Anyway, Julia came to me in a dream, and she said that she thinks that her treatment is going to be completed. It sounds like her parents are locked into a contract and she can't get out. The unicorn was hers. His name is Pinwheel.
Ah. Did we find out why it wanted to kill me?
No, but I assume it was the Knucklevy because she sent it to me through my dreams, so I guess it knew about the Knucklevy.
Sure. Okay. Well, I made a new friend today.
Oh, that's great. Who is it?
Michael. He runs the magic shop.
You mean
Oh wait,
Gale's shop?
hold on, wait, shut up.
Oh,
Hold
right.
Yeah, it was another dog. His name was Peaches. He was
Pamela
great.
does not pick up on it. She's like, "Oh, did you go to the dog park?" She sees you rubbing your eyes like
I went
that.
to
and
the
she's
dog
like, "Oh,
park.
sorry. Please tell me who your friend is." Oh man, so
Thank
there's
you.
no Peaches, is there?
No.
Oh.
Well, yes, there is.
Oh.
God damn it. I met Michael, who owns the magic shop. He is a friend of Gale's.
I thought Gale owned the magic shop.
What?
She owns the mystical.
No, I
crystal
know,
shop.
but Pamela doesn't know the magic shop exists.
No,
It's
no.
like me in real
Not,
life.
not the Dick Crystal shop.
Oh, there's
There's
a magic shop? Okay,
no,
she
there's
would
not
know.
a magic shop.
She would know. Okay, never mind. Oh, I think I remember that. Oh, yeah, I don't think I've met him. Is he nice?
He's awful.
Oh, sorry. Tell me about him.
He can see through our shit,
What?
and he's mortal.
What? Is he enchanted?
Absolutely.
Shit! He may be enchanted or a mage. Please tell me if Gale explained to you what he is.
All she said was that he would destroy me in the snap of a finger, so he might be Thanos.
Wow. First Thor's hammer, now Thanos.
Yeah, he didn't like my Thor's hammer trick so much. He thought it was childish.
Really?
But he has the tricks of a 6-year-old, so I don't fucking care. Whatever. Old ass Santa Claus looking motherfucker. Anyways, yeah, I met Michael. He's a nice guy.
Oh. Well, how's Gale doing? I mean, please tell me how Gale's doing.
Oh, her shop's fine. I'm gonna go hang out with her.
Yes? She puts down her teacup and sits up. Yes?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Free booze and hot tub.
Well, where, please tell me where that is. Where that will be.
I think we're supposed to be doing it at Grace's place.
I love how you
Is Grace
phrased
in
it.
town? She thinks you're going to a party without her.
Aww.
Yep, Grace is in town.
Shit, I keep forgetting. I'm 1 dot intelligence. Sorry. I'm sorry, Varix. It's been a long day. So what are you... Fuck. Please tell me you are not breaking into Grace's place to do this.
No, it appears Gale house sits.
Well, when you do this, please do not cause any trouble because I may need to call upon Grace for some money. So please don't wreck the place.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you. Please tell me if Gale had any advice about the Knucklevy.
I don't think she did.
No.
She didn't really. So
She just said Morgan killed Chuck and it's her fault.
yeah,
Fuck that bitch.
yeah. She's more or less just trying to figure out how she feels about Morgan right now.
Explain.
Well, I don't know if you knew this or not, but because you were kind of like under a dead guy, but there was a storm that happened.
Lord. So Gale blames Morrigan. I see.
In a roundabout way.
I understand, but... Well, nothing I can do about that. That's only going to make her feel worse, though. And then I check my phone to see if she's read my text. It says no, she's not. I wonder where she is, by the way.
And
Did you
then-
see her? I mean, tell me if you saw her.
I like to think that you're like on every time you're like, did you see her? God damn it.
No,
Tell me if you
yes.
saw her.
No, that is Pamela.
No, I did not see her. I'm gonna go make this phone call. I need to know what Sally's up to.
Yeah. All right.
Where's the sweetbread?
Well, I've been a little busy, but I only made 4 loaves.
And then he's just gonna take one.
All right, so you're making a call.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Probably just trying to straighten up. She's kind of like, I guess it's bedtime, but she's worried about Morgan, so she's just kind of
Waiting.
yeah, puttering around the kitchen and maybe making preparations for breakfast tomorrow,
Gotcha.
that kind of thing.
Okay. So you call, and Sally answers. Ferrix, hi.
Sally, how's it going?
Oh, she's eavesdropping now.
The usual. Well, awesome. You know.
Of course.
So I'm just calling because I got a message that some bad stuff went down at your place. That's no good. I'm really sorry. Well,
Yeah, it was
we're
a real
gonna-
shitstorm.
yeah, we're gonna wait till next week, and I'm coming down. But in the meantime, I just wanted to let you know, have your fucking shit together and have everything ready to tell me about what's been going on over there. Because there's a lot of rumors and really bad whisperings coming into Atlanta, and you guys might be fucked. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Were you on speakerphone? No, she probably is yelling. Did I hear that?
Give me wits plus alertness difficulty 9.
Oops.
I was waiting for the shoe to drop on that one.
No.
No.
I got a 9, but also a 1.
Okay.
I was too busy doing something else.
Oh, that was pleasant.
Oh, what did she say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, she's just checking in, really. You know.
I hope she's not too upset about not being able to come tonight.
Oh, she sounded fine.
Great.
She's really patient. I think. Maybe. Yeah. And then that's like, and then he's just kind of walk away.
All right. Meanwhile, at the present.
Morgan is going to, because it can be chimerical, so I don't have to spend glamour, cast creeping shadows on herself and try to follow and listen outside of,
Her room.
yes.
Okay.
Now she's the
Because I was
ghost.
like, what would be something incredibly stupid that Morgan would do? That! It would be that.
Do that.
Okay.
Okay, so Autumn's Way and Fae, and it's all nightmare. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty of 8.
I got 1 success, and I got a 1. So, hello, imbalance.
Oh, what does that mean?
Well, she filled up her nightmare. So her leftmost dot gets filled with an imbalance.
I thought it was your rightmost, or was it your leftmost?
I think it's your left because we'll double check.
Okay.
But whenever she spins that dot,
I get basically a Fae derangement.
yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
she's been doing too much magic
much
pixie
magic.
dream girl stuff, and so now she has to pay the consequences.
I think it is leftmost.
Yeah, because rightmost would be as soon as you spent it, which means that
Leftmost. Or do you spin it? I spin
You-
it this way.
oh, you're doing it. Yeah, you're doing it right. Yeah, so it would be rightmost.
Okay.
Yes, you're doing it right.
Okay, so
Sorry.
it's the rightmost?
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll look at that later.
Okay.
I'll get with you next week and figure out what that's going to be.
Okay. Well, I think it can be different each time. Like, you pick it. If I spend that willpower, you pick the threshold that makes the most sense, I think.
Yeah, I'll have to look. Like I
So-
said, this is the first time we've done this, so I'll have to double check. It's not one of those I paid much attention to till we needed to do it. So I'll get back with that and we'll find out.
Okay. So I get +1 to my stealth
Okay,
is what's going to happen.
sure.
Okay, so
Well, then in that case, Dex plus stealth.
okay.
So you get an extra dice.
No, I wait.
A +1 is always or minus or whatever is always dice.
I think it's a difficult. Hang on.
Oh, is it? Unless it specifically says difficulty.
Let me double check. Lowers the difficulty.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
then
my bad. That's my bad.
No. Usually, if it says +1 or -1, it's implied it's a dice. So, but unless it'll always specify that. Okay. So your difficulty in that case is 6.
Okay, and then I get another minus difficulty because I'm Skaha, so it should be 5.
Okay.
I got 4 successes.
Okay. So you follow her up, leave enough time where you don't think she'd notice. Watch her at the edge of the stairs, creep up there, staying, out of other people's sight. You manage to see a bench, that's outside. You pull up a magazine and look like you're reading in the magazine, right next to the door. And you are able to hear if she was to say anything in the room. Mostly you hear sound of clothes rustling, sounds like she's getting, undressed for the night.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a shower. About 45 minutes later, if you're still there, you can hear her kind of with a sigh sit down on the bed and click the TV on. And she's watching Judge Judy. And sounds
Banality check. Ugh.
it actually is.
Yikes.
That's where I was going next.
Oh shit.
Monica called.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I got 1 success.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, listening to this is maddening. There's no gossip, no spirit of life, no her drawing or dreaming or thinking up ideas or talking about her day into a journal, or writing it down or anything like that. It's just very...
No call into Dr. Burns or anything.
Right. Just unwinding for the day.
Business as usual.
Kind of want to see what's in her report.
Oh my god. What are you gonna do?
You can't get in there.
I mean, I could try to pick the lock.
Oh my god.
Or go down to the desk and pretend like I lost the key.
She's in there.
They know that a woman, they're going to look in if I'm like, I'm Barbara Castle, room, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, she will see you walk into her room.
If she's asleep, I
How
can
do you know?
sneak in.
You don't know if she's a deep sleeper, a light sleeper. What are you going to do if she wakes up?
It's Morgan, and she's stupid, and she just basically got told Julia's got 2 more weeks in there, and this is one of her oldest friends.
Yeah, but 2 more weeks isn't as bad as it was. You're going to get worse news when you come home.
I mean, I'm just saying, like...
Well, what are you going to do when you see the report?
She
You
doesn't
can't
know.
change it.
She doesn't know, but all she knows is that Castle sat there and said that she was going to make her report out.
What'd you just roll?
See what she is doing. Okay.
Do I hear anything? Do I hear, sounds of, sleep? Does the TV click off? Anything?
TV's pretty loud. That's about all you can hear.
What time is it?
It's like 10-ish.
Okay, so she's probably not going to bed yet. What about her associates? Can I go listen outside their room? They're
Now,
probably...
You don't know what rooms they got. They didn't come down there with her.
Yeah, that could be anywhere.
But they're probably nearby. Can I just listen at the rooms on either side? I know this is creepy as fuck.
Oh
I'm
my
going to end up getting
God.
arrested.
Yes.
So you begin to listen at a few doors.
Roll a banality check for each
No.
one of them.
Give me wits plus alertness. Difficulty of 7.
Two successes.
Okay. You can hear somebody coming up the stairs before they catch you.
Okay.
And you kind of get your ear away from the door, and they're kind of, it's like a husband and wife, and they're kind of looking at you like, why are you standing outside that door? Not, hey, what's going on? Just kind of like, and they just keep walking by awkwardly.
Yeah. I don't know that I want to say anything to them.
Yeah. And they're just kind of looking at you the corner of their eye, just like, what's going on here? And then they're back in their room.
I almost went lover spat. But then, you know what? I will say that.
Okay. And they're like, oh, yeah.
And I'm okay.
Okay.
Banality.
Yeah.
Because you lied.
Yes. So I'm like, shit.
I mean, you didn't hear these guys talk either, so even if you
yeah,
hear
so
a voice,
I have I just didn't know if I could hear like context from the conversation
Sure.
being like,
yeah.
But
Sorry, sometimes
Yeah.
that's the difference between these and video games. There's
yeah,
not-
no, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
She's just kind of like, okay, that was dumb, and then she's like, do I see any ghosts up here?
Oh my god.
Now that you could try to see if
Okay.
you want to roll for that.
Yes. I don't know what to roll.
Well, it would be your ability.
It's Fae 4,
Okay.
so it's just if I encounter any ghosts, do I need to make like an alertness check?
Yeah. Perception plus alertness.
Okay.
Difficulty 9.
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Okay.
Do these ghosts have wraiths?
These are.
I mean, not wraiths.
They
They
are
are
wraiths.
wraiths.
They are
Do they
wraiths.
have shadows and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll get into that later. I think.
After the game.
Yeah.
Too complicated.
It's
Okay.
too.
I mean, it probably wouldn't come up in game.
No.
I got 4 successes.
Woo!
Yeah, you think you see a woman staring at you like in Victorian garb outside the window.
Ooh!
But that's the second floor that you're on.
She goes like that.
And she just shakes her head no and does this and then falls.
Ooh, yeah.
Are you trying to get the ghost to gossip with you about Dr.
No,
Burns?
I was gonna have see if I could talk the ghost into going in the room and see if she was asleep.
Oh my god, he can pick the lock.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Are you going to go look out the window?
Yeah.
So you go there and there's nothing. But you see almost like an outline of like in the mud that nobody would probably notice of where a body might have fallen. But then it kind of dissipates.
I'm trying.
We'll think about that. We'll come back to it next week.
Okay.
In the meantime, we're going to wrap up for the evening. Monica, what was your favorite moment of the night?
Probably learning the whole meeting with Julia, even though it broke my heart. Just it was cool learning about Pinwheel and how she was able to try her hardest and manifest it and tie that into Pamela's own limited dream walking, but I appreciated that. So, yeah.
It was pretty neat. You're welcome. Adam, how about you?
It's a tie between Gail's proposition stuff and then Morgan trying to sneak her way to find information
Gotcha.
and then having to listen to Judge Judy.
Get the penalty trigger.
Yeah.
D, how about you?
Gail's proposition.
Okay. All right. Well, we will find out what happens hopefully next week. I don't think we have any conflicts this time around. Sorry we missed a week, everybody. I know life happens sometimes, and hopefully we'll still be back on our normal schedule. But until next time, this is GM Tuck wishing you all the best and happiest of dreams. Good night, everyone.